What's up, everybody? Nick and Michael here with Walk-Ins Welcome, and I've got good news for you. This is an advertisement.
Yes, it is.
That is it. This is an advertisement. So
we're going to be selfish right now.
Yeah, I am. This is the last episode of 2023, and we really want an opportunity to help serve you in 2024. So I want to ask the question. In your clinic, what one thing, if it improved, would make a big difference in 2024? Is it opening up a new location? Is it finding a process for something or adding a service somewhere in your clinic?
Which is real popular right now.
Is it hiring another medical provider or hiring more staff? Is it getting your internet marketing right so that you can get more patients through the door and make a bigger impact on your local community? We literally exist to help clinics just like you triple your revenue through digital marketing services and exceptional patient experience. Michael, we do this all day, every day.
Yeah, we do.
We're passionate about it. We have, in my opinion and our clients' opinion, amazing results for the work that we do. It's not perfect. We never claim to be. What are the things that separate us apart from the general agencies that are out there?
Well, I could just simply say we do the work, but
if we did nothing else, that separates us right there.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, digital marketing isn't this smoke and mirrors.
Right.
It's not. It really isn't. It's a lot of work. And it's also, we've been around the block a little bit. Mm-hmm. We know what works and what doesn't work. Because we work with so many urgent cares, we can see trends happening on one account and experiment with the next account and say, you know what, just apply it, right? So because we understand it. I mean, at the end of the day, we recognize what are good measurements and what are bad measurements. Mm-hmm. One of the biggest things that I hear a lot of from when we bring on urgent care or potentially bring on one, they say, I'm spending like 10 or 15 grand a month in Google ads. Like that comes up a lot. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go ahead and be honest with you. We don't have a single urgent care that does that.
That's right.
They're in like the 2,000, like we have one urgent care in particular that's at full $500 a month in ad spend. He does a bunch of stuff with us, but Google Ads, he only puts $500.
Right.
His cost per lead is like $5.
Yeah, it's nothing.
It's nothing. It's
cost per patient.
Yeah, cost per patient in the door is like $5. Right. And we never hear from him. And when we do, he's like, yeah, it worked great. Glad y'all did that. Well, thanks for letting us know. But at the end of the day, like, we have things kind of dialed in, and we can move quickly for you. I mean, very, very quickly. And this is all we do. We don't touch print. We don't touch mail out. We don't touch anything physical. Mm-hmm. It's all digital. And a lot of it's Google based, but then we got the social side. And here's the fun thing. There's only one urgent care out there that has a full-blown TikTok account. That's like just one, right? Now, we run ads for other type of urgent cares, but like an actual TikTok account, there's only one out there. There's so much opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, it's a blue ocean. I'm thinking of 3 different clients right off the top of my head that we work with that fall into 3 different categories. And I want to bring them up just simply to see if this resonates with you. The first one was a startup urgent care.
Found us here.
Yeah, out of Texas. They were listening to the podcast. They were starting a podcast or starting an urgent care clinic. Said, hey, listen, I'm going to give those guys a shot. They have been with us. They have referred us to new businesses, and they have grown like crazy. They are seeing anywhere between 40 and 70 patients a day at this point.
Yep.
And they still don't even have their pictures on their website. It's hilarious to me.
They break a couple of our golden rules.
They do. God love them, though. They're so busy. They can't even take a picture.
But here's the most amazing part. So they startups, right? You said, right?
That's right. They were a startup.
So they started like October 2022.
Right.
Yeah, October 2022. I think they have 1,500 5-star reviews on Google
already.
And they said, I asked them, how'd you get that? Oh, we followed the steps you told us to do. Mm-hmm. Consistently, they did it. Month after month. And we even asked them, like, okay, you ready to do, add more ad spend? They're like, hey, we're at the capacity we want.
What is their next step?
New location.
That's it.
Yeah, so they literally said, we're at the capacity where we want to be. And the only other step now is to go to a new location, add more people.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so much real estate that you have in one spot unless you can buy if you're in a strip center, buy the place next to you or or, build out. But so are you a startup urgent care and you need somebody that can help you grow that doesn't take 10 years to do that? We want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Another one I'm thinking about is a very difficult client to work with, to be honest with you, if I'm being real. But here's the deal. They were working with multiple different agencies and they couldn't get them to talk to them.
Yeah.
Because they were frustrating, to be honest with you, but they couldn't get them to talk to them. And they wanted a relationship and somebody to just listen to them, right? And execute the strategies that they wanted to execute, not just the ones that we think are the correct ones. And we started out big and we shrunk it down to right what he needed for his urgent care to be successful. And he is thriving.
Yes.
Thriving.
Like it's because I remember because he asked us like, hey, I need to talk to you guys because I think I want to just do this. Can you just pause stuff till we talk? Like,
right.
Okay. And when we hit pause, we went, woo.
Yeah, it dropped to nothing.
We saw it drop. And we kept, hey, please meet with us. We want to turn these back on. And we finally met with him. It took him like 2 weeks. And we kind of felt bad for him, but he asked for it. And we met with him and we said, look, if you want to focus on something, this right here, focus on this and you'll be happy.
Right.
He said, okay. So 30 minutes later, boop, things are back on.
Right.
And my goodness.
Cut out all the stuff.
Yeah.
Like we did. We took a major pay cut, which is fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we took a major pay cut to get him what he needed.
Yeah. And at the end, when you look at the numbers, like we have literally added on a monthly for him 200 more patients.
Easily.
I
mean, you're being polite.
Right. But at the end of the day, like from what, just because he doesn't talk to us.
No, he doesn't.
And so we don't fully know the whole picture, but it's doing really well for what little we're doing.
That's right.
But that's the thing. We're also kind of flexible in that way. Like we want to make sure you're happy. I mean,
so I'll ask the question for this group. Are you a clinic that has good ideas? You know what you want and you need somebody to execute on that and to listen to you without trying to bring all of our expertise to the table and tell you what you really should be doing. Yeah. Right? Like we're going to have opinions, but we can meet somewhere in the middle and we can help you grow your clinic.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And then the last one I wanted to bring up is a multi-location that we've fallen in love with working with them. They're out of Louisiana and they had 6 locations when we started and now they're at 7. They had 4 and now we're at 6. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
4 to 6.
Point is though, is David and his team started out with a handful. We met them at the Urgent Care Association conference. Shout out to them. We love it. We'll be there this year. Met them there, struck up a relationship. They had absolutely no interest in talking to us.
No, it was very like, we've talked to all you before.
Yeah, exactly.
Came to your event.
Came to my talk.
Your talk.
Yeah, I had a talk.
And they asked a bunch of questions.
Yeah.
And they hung out. And then we followed up.
Yeah. So, and I'll bring up a point on that in just a minute. But the point is like, I just fed him. I fed his questions. Like, here, you have questions. I have answers. Here you go. Hey, have you tried this resource? Have you listened to this? Have you talked to these guys? Let me connect you with these people over here. And then boom, we're helping them grow to they started with 4. Now they're at 6. They have intentions to open up even more. Listen, these aren't isolated clients for us. We have dozens of clients like this.
Right? They all have this trend where they want to grow and like they've had some history of some growing and then they hook up with us and then 6 months later, like, hey, we're about to open another location. Can y'all spin up some stuff for us? And it happens like multiple times. And it's basically like they just had that confidence, like, because it works. We had the confidence at the end of the day, like we see it every single time.
Right.
I mean, there hasn't been an urgent care yet that the urgent cares that we typically no longer become clients because they sold to a hospital. That's a common thing.
I mean, that's a thing.
Or they sold out all completely, or they're like, we don't want to go any further with this stuff. We've done as much as we want. We're happy where we are, and we're just going to turn off for now. And we've had that a couple of times.
That's right. So, and we're okay with that.
Yeah.
But I say all that to say this. In 2024, if one thing in your business, in your clinic improved that would make things better, I'm going to ask, is digital marketing one of those things? And we want to help you reach your goals. There's 2 ways for us to do that. One, you can go get a free digital footprint at our website, patientcaremarketingpros.com. And you can just fill out some information on your clinic, and it'll just spit out, hey, here's what you're doing right and here's what you're doing wrong. And you could take that and you could go do whatever you want with it. Like you could give it to another person, you could give it to a web developer, you could do whatever. The other thing is you could hop on a call with me or Grace or Michael or Devin, and we'll just sit there and we'll go through that and tell you, hey, this is just a roadmap for us to get you successful very, very quickly. Like we know what's broken and we can go fix it right away. Right?
Or we say, you're doing everything right.
I've unfortunately had to say that a couple of times, and God bless you. I love you to death. Keep crushing it. I wish we were working together.
Because this is what we know. We don't do like massive, big, giant contracts. We have to perform. And if we see something like you're already performing and like we're not going to sweeten that pot, we'll tell you.
Right.
Because we can see it. Like it's very obvious to us. And some of you people out there are like, well, I want a magic bullet. Magic bullets don't exist. You may already be having the perfect shot every time, and we can't make it any better.
Right.
But that happens. But then on the other side, we have some like, I think we're doing something wrong because I've spent this much money and I don't really see a lot of return. I can't tell. And I'll say this. If you're not sure if you're making money with your marketing, please come talk to us.
The last thing that I want to do is just pop any bubbles out there on price. We have clients that spend anywhere from $1,500 up to about $7,500 a month, and that includes ad spend. Okay,
Yeah.
And the reason I bring that up is because that's cheaper than just about any employee you're ever going to find that specializes in any one thing we do, much less all the things that we do. So that's what you can look at spending based on where you are, how many locations you have, whatever. But I wanted to make sure that I asked at the end of 2023, because we spent all of this time feeding you content, and at least just one time to say, hey, if you want to grow in 2024, you want a team that can come in and we can support you. Like I said it, I named the episode this, and I said it right at the beginning. This is an ad, and an ad is simply to attract people that we want to do business with. And if you're listening to this, you're probably who we want to do business with. So I want to thank you for listening. I hope you had an awesome 2024. And I really hope you take the time to connect with us for 2024.
Awesome.
Well, have a great 2023 and connect with us in 2024.
Thank you for listening to this ad. Shipping and handling not included.
That's right.
And 1-800, no 1-800, I'm sorry. But yeah.
And if you buy now.
Yeah, right. Hello at patientcaremarketingpros.com. Nick at patientcaremarketingpros.com. Michael, I mean, you can make this pretty easy to predict, right? Michael at
Unpredictable.
Right, exactly. So hit us up. Happy to help you. If anything, make you feel really good about what you're already doing.
Absolutely. Hope you have a happy new year, and we look forward to a prosperous 2024. Thanks for listening.